So the Excel Discovery Program is an open custody program that serves all of Alberta. We work with young people aged 12 to 20, and they can come to our program anywhere from a week to a year. It just depends on their sentence that they receive from a judge. So our youth come to us from the Edmonton and Calgary Young Offender Centers. And those referrals come in, and then I go up and I meet with the youth and I do a bit of an interview. And the interview is just to get to know them, find out what interests they have, what things they might want to work on during their time with us, and kind of a little bit about their experience in the justice system. And that helps prep the team to receive the youth so that we can welcome them in. So when the youth come to us, we give them a tour of the program, introduce them to the team and the other youth. They get their own bedroom. We get to set it up and try to individualize that for them. Once we're there, we really try to focus in on what that individual needs. So we're doing different life skills, different programming, recreation, education, mental health services. We have a lot of partnerships within Alberta. We have a really great relationship with the Forensic Adolescent Program. So our counselor comes in and does individual counseling as well as case consults with the team. We also have our own teacher, but our youth can also go into community for school. It's just based on what their needs are. Every youth that comes to us is unique and special, and they're all working on different stuff. So the fun part about Excel is that we get to really tailor the program to each youth. And every youth that kind of comes and transitions out, it changes the dynamic at the program, which is really cool. So it keeps us on our toes, keeps us busy, and we get to do really cool things for these youth, for their families, for their natural supports, and for their community. The big piece about Excel is we really create a community within that program where they are feeling empowered to do all these really cool things, but then we're sending them back off into community. And one of the gaps that we noticed was that when we were doing all these things in-house and we were building up their skills and their confidence, and then we were putting them back into environments where they needed to practice these skills, but they didn't have the same level of support as they did while they were at the program, the same level of support, the same level of safety. And so we created the reintegration role to bridge that gap so that we can take all the wonderful things that the program is doing and help support them in community. So having a reintegration worker has really helped the program to expand its impact for these youth. So not only are they getting supports while they're in our program in custody, but they're also getting support into community. And that support is not just from our reintegration worker, but it goes out to their whole teams. And their teams can include natural supports and all the professionals that are at the table. Our reintegration worker brings them together and creates a united team so that there's one solid voice, and that voice is the youth's. Everyone's working together. Everyone's working on common goals and the vision of the youth so that they're feeling like they can excel. While they're at their program, the youth are assigned a key worker, and the key worker's role is to really dig in and support them while they're in the program. So everything that they need during that stay, so if they're with us for 3 months, they're really digging into all the life skills, things like that, that they can do in those 3 months. Our reintegration worker is working on things post that, so big picture vision. So where are they going to school? Where are they going to live? How are they going to take the supports and the skills that they've learned and bring them into community with them? Another really cool part about having a reintegration worker is that it allows key workers to shift their focus onto the youth and spend more time with them in program. Before we had reintegration, the key workers were trying to do it all. They were trying to connect with the youth, spend time with them, talk to all their supports, build out their teams, have meetings, and it was just too big of a role. And the people that were impacted were the youth, because they weren't getting that same level of attention and time that we're able to give them now while they're with us, because our reintegration worker has taken on those team-based pieces and building out their teams, talking to their people, getting all of their supports.